Hello everybody, how we doing? It's Rab here. Okay, so we've got the neighbour's Audi, blue Audi A3 in just now. I think it's an S line, can't remember, double check the photographs. My shed door's closing on me here, probably good because that light's shining right in. Okay, so what we've got to do is, I'm just going through the products we've got to use in the car. For the wheels, at Waxstock, I had the honour of speaking to Jody from Mile Deep, and he asked me to give this a go. This is called Reveal Wheel Gel. Ready to use, spray on, let it bind in, agitate, rinse off. So that's going to be used on the wheels. Then for the citrus, I also at Waxstock, the really nice conversation with Maz from Garage Therapy, and he asked me to give this a go. Now, I love how this is all laid out here. The detail, it makes me truly understand why so many people do like Garage Therapy. Light soiling 1 to 50, medium soiling 1 to 20, heavy soiling 1 to 10, extreme soiling, not seen that before, 1 to 4, but it also gives you instructions of how to use it in a lance, of which is 100ml of product to 400ml of water. I'm going to do it by lance. I've not applied it like this before, so this is new to me, and we'll see how well that is. It says allow to dwell for between 5 and 6 minutes, so we'll give that a bash. For our shampoo, I'm going to use Dual Auto Care Bahama Blue. 20 litre bucket requires 15 millilitres of product, so give that a bash. We also have Dual Auto Care Assault, which is a really strong snow foam. I'm going to use Angel Wax Revelation. Now, I don't have a trigger for this, so I've got to decant it into one of my Mile Deep bottles that I've got. So I've got spares of these because they're cracking bottles. For the tyres, I have my all-time favourite Auto Glance Rebound. And for the glass, I'm going to go with Infinity Wax Spotless Plus. And last but not least, to give it a little bit of protection, I'm going to go with Mile Deep Shield. I did say that I've only used this once prior and I loved it, and I'm going to be reserving it for special occasions. Well, this is a lovely car and it deserves that special occasion, so we're going to go with that. So let's get cracking. Hello everybody, it's Rap here. Okay, so I'm trying something new. I'm actually doing the video not live, but I'm doing the audio live as opposed to a voiceover. So what we've got here is my neighbour's, I think it's an Audi A3 in an absolutely beautiful blue colour. So from speaking to my neighbour, this car has only ever really had the benefits of a Morrison's car wash. So with no intentions, really hope we don't insult the neighbour, but by God, it is filthy. So let's have a look. Would you believe these wheels are actually meant to be silver? Chrome. I know there's wheels under it, but we'll find out at some point what they're like. Along the side skirts, sills, again, just your normal dirt. Got some little, pick that up there, some scuffs. We'll see if we'll get time to deal with them later. Overall, the car itself is in quite good condition. Looks as if somebody's had a go at polishing at one point, and well, they kind of missed the mark. So what I like about this car is it's got that lovely two-tone, goes from a beautiful, I like to say matte blue because I'm not seeing any metallics in it, onto a nice black roof. Round to the back of the car, you've got your usually your plastic trims. Check a nick of them. That'll all be getting well and truly cleared. Just the camera here. I'll put it under the window, same as in my car. An absolute nightmare to get your hand up under there, but it will get done, even coming down off of this. So I've actually got a couple of products I'm really looking forward to trying out. There's an example of roughly what the wheel should look like. I know we've got a two-tone body. I didn't realise with two-tone wheels. Okay, so let's get around the rest of this. Some marks. The paintwork does feel a little bit rough, so I'll see how it comes after a good old wash, whether I need to pop a clay bar on it, give it a wee polish, and we'll see how, before I decide the polish, we'll see what else everything needs, and then we'll take it from there. Well, catch you all soon. Okay, so let's get the shampoo in a bucket. So, it says 15 millilitres. This is a seriously thick shampoo with an absolutely amazing scent. I can't even get it out of the tub, so I gave up and just stuck the pressure washer in, and that'll into the tub itself, into the bucket. I've also got to put some into, or I did put some into the wheel bucket as well. We'll get that agitated up. As you can see there, it mixes really well, even though it is seriously thick, and the foam is nice and creamy. All around, it is actually a really nice smelling shampoo. We'll find out how it goes soon. Right, time to change the two-tone wheels back to the real colour. I have sped this up a bit because it was quite a long process. So, as I'll always do, I've just given the wheel a really good rinse down, and there's a big difference there already, but it is still covered in road grime and all that. I am not going to be using any fallout remover on this wheel. I'm just purely going to go with the Mile Deep Reveal wheel gel. Now, I did have a bit of a struggle with the trigger, trying to get the right. I didn't want it coming out as a stream, I wanted it more as a spray, but it is a gel and it is a lot harder, but I finally found that sweet spot, the trigger. When talking to Jody, he said give it a few minutes, let it do its magic, and then agitate. So a few minutes later, in with the wheel brush. Now, what I will say is these wheels do need to come off at some point and get the inside of the barrels done. So I couldn't really get right into them, and there was a sticky residue. A funny feeling I'm going to have to hit them with a really high strength tangle remover as well, but that will be for a later video when I get the time. Yeah, in with the barrel brush, and it did take away a lot of the dirt, and then this is the exact point where I realised I had left my tyre cleaner in the shed. So we got it, and here we go, rebound. Now, in my haste, I'll try and say that again. With the rebound, I done one hit here, then after I stopped recording, I remembered I had to go back and do a second hit, so I done that, but it was not recorded, but it did get a second hit. The wheels did bring up some amount of dirt on the second hit, it was actually okay. So just going to go through all the different brushes, my small detailing brush to get into all the little nooks and crannies inside those wheel nut covers and all that, and at the end of the review video we'll show you just how well these wheels turned out. Okay, pre-wash time in my MJJC Lance there. I have the Garage Therapy Zero Citrus in at 100ml of product, 400ml of water, and I'm just going around with some APC as well into all the little nooks and crannies so as that it's got a little bit more lubricated. What can I say about this product? It was fantastic. It went on well, it really bit into that dirt, done exactly, actually it done more than I expected it to do. It's probably one of the best performing citruses that I've used in a long time, apart from the Shiny Garage citrus oil. That's a completely different product. Here I've just slowed the video down to show some of the dirt that's in this car. Look at it underneath the registration plate, from up under that little lip where the boot release is. Couldn't get that word there. All in, absolutely fantastic product. Time for the snow foam, and we have the Dual Auto Care Assault snow foam. This is 100 millilitres to 400 millilitres in the snow foam lands. Round the car, says leave 5 or 6 minutes. I have actually cut a good bit of this out, but that was on there for just going on 5 minutes. It was actually really good. I'm trying to think, I can't remember if there's a scent or anything to it. I don't believe there was, but at the end of the day, if it works, who needs a scent? Scents are nice, scents do make it pleasant, but sometimes, like for snow foam, you just want it to work and do what it needs to do, and this done exactly that. And it is time for the hand wash. Now, I know, I see it, you all see it as well. I'm using a sponge. Now, I do apologise, I forgot to include this in the video at the beginning, but this is from a company, I think it's Hagen or Hygen. Got speaking to them at Waxstock. They encouraged me to buy a sponge. Now, it's a sponge. We're all told don't use a sponge. You get the squeal in it. And you know what? This was actually really nice to use. Now, I love my wash pad, but this was really nice, and I felt that it got into a lot more of the nooks and crannies because of the waffle effect on it. But really good sponge. Okay, so I've got the Infinity Wax fallout remover here. Sprayed it on, rinsed it off, and there wasn't a lot on the car. Now, here we go. We are going for the LSP. Now, you can see the bonnet there. That water's not want to go anywhere. It's decided that it's too warm, I'm here and I'm not moving. The product in this bottle is going to, well, pretty much get a kick up the arse. And there we have Mile Deep Shield mixed at, I think it was 100 millilitres of Shield to 400 millilitres of water, and this is a spray on rinse off LSP. This has a beautiful little scent to it. Now, I know I said earlier it doesn't have to have a scent, but this one catches you. It is nice. So I just want to use up the product because it's a good product, and I would rather get use of every milliliter in that snow foam lands. In a moment I'm going to get it rinsed off, so I did change the video up a little bit here. So I'm going to go from roof to floor with removing this, and straight away on that roof it's just the water's just disappearing off of it. What I did like as well is on the wheels, it was repelling the water on the wheels, so it was bonding to that as well. It's bonding to the glass. All in, it's an absolutely fantastic product. I'll get you at the next bit when I come on to do the bonnet. Okay, so the moment we are all waiting for, the moment I live to see, removing our LSP and watch it go from the water doesn't want to move to I can't even get the water to stay there. Instant, absolute instant. I say this product is, it's not the cheapest. It's also not the dearest of LSPs that I've used, but it is the nicest. Just from a spray-on product to see how well that water just disappears right off of that panel. And I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer in a moment, and we're going to look at the water behaviour, and we'll do a little bit of drying the bonnet with water itself. This, as much as I've done this many times before, I still always get stupidly impressed with how it reacts. So here we go, just going to get it zoomed in a little bit here. I'm just going to put the trigger on and let it sit there. You can just see it disappearing off now. What can you say about that? You can see as I'm moving the lens down, it's just disappearing off. I've tested many different LSPs, and this one it just blows me out the park every time. So I'll let that, you'll see the rest of this part, and then I'll catch you at the next bit. Right, time for the glass. This is the Infinity Wax Spotless Plus Glass Cleaner. This is so easy to use. Couple of sprays, on and off, all around the entire car. Takes moments, looks fantastic, and gives the glass that little bit of hydrophobic properties as well. Okay, let's look around the car, and if you've made it this far, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave a comment please. So, beautiful shiny bonnet. As I said, the barrels really need these wheels off to be completely decontaminated. I will hopefully do that in future. Look at that gloss on that roof. I love it when you can see the sky, you can see your house, God, you can even see yourself. All four wheels look absolutely amazing now. That plastic, remember that dirt in there at the beginning? Gone. Right up and underneath there. My spoiler's actually got a bit of a gap for the water to flow through. That one doesn't, and it sprays back in your face. I learnt that when I was washing it. But yeah, all round, a few water runs, the usual. But all in, all products work fantastic. Cannot grumble at any of them that I've used. You can look at the shine on that. No editing for these pictures whatsoever. But our time is done. Thank you very much everybody, and I will see you next time.